Peace, everyone. I am happy to stress and re-stress the ingathering of the people universally is at hand. They are coming into the great unity of the Spirit, mind, of aim, and a purpose. Those of every nation, every language, every tongue, and every people. And we realize that the time is now, and not some far distant. We are happy to see and to know today is the day of salvation, and today is the day of grace. We realize the embodiment of the Spirit of all nations. In other words, from all nations, from all religions, and from all people. As it is written, out of one blood God created all nations of men for to dwell upon the face of the whole earth. We realize that out of the one Spirit, God created and established all religions for the sustenance of their bodies and for the benefit of their souls. We are happy to say that we believe in the unity of spirit, of mind, of aim, and of purpose, and by so doing and by so being in the unity of the spirit, the mind, of aim, and of purpose, and by living and working in unison for the common good of democracy and brotherhood, Christianity, Americanism, and Judaism as synonymous. We are also partakers of the self-same spirit under many different leaders and founders of different religions. Then I say it's a privilege to live in the actual presence of God. This conviction has solved the problems for you all. Aren't you glad? We are happy to have a representative from India. We are happy to say many came from India to me personally, the same as this representative has. And we were happy to converse with him and to observe all things in common. Aren't you glad? For this cause, by the unity of the Spirit, of mind, of aim, and of purpose, I believe India has her independence. through the suffering and the sacrifice of your leader and others, by being persistent in their ambition and determined in their resolve. There was something supernatural, incorruptible, and undefiled. That's something we call God. Went across the sea as an experience of the liberation of those of, I might say, the children of Israel in Moses, and as the liberation of those of the Afro-Americans in America. By the unity of the spirit of mind, of aim and purpose, and by being persistent in your ambitions and determined in your resolve, something brought you your deliverance and many millions of others. But that's something we call God. God has been called by many names. Those who were the emancipators and liberators of nations and religions since the world began. God, in his condescension to and among them came, functioning in those of whom were called prophets, leaders, the sages, and the seers, to bring about the liberation of those who were enslaved. But it was God from the beginning in our language and in the religious and political dialect in which I speak. Aren't you glad? This being the part of all religions, as many have asked concerning my work and mission, what does your religion consist of? And where is the foundation thereof? I have said my religion, I mean the peace mission movement, and my doctrine consists of the spirits of just men since the world began. One writer said on one occasion, this is the church of the General Assembly of the firstborn. In other words, the church of the firstborn of the General Assembly, where the spirits of just men are made perfect. I came to make perfect the spirits of just men in this and in these assemblies. This is not called the church of the firstborn, but scripturally speaking, it was spoken on thus why. This is the General Assembly of the church of the firstborn, where the spirits of just men are made perfect. And from that viewpoint, I'm also quoting and re-quoting my religion and my doctrine envelops the spirit of Judaism, of Christianity, of Buddhism, and many other religions before those even older religions begun. It goes into infinitude, the recognition of the spirits of just men, realizing the spirits are transmitted and assembled among us, reincarnated and reproduced and repersonified. Aren't you glad? For one spoke and said, is this he that was to come, or shall we look for another? But Jesus, even in that doubting castle of the mind and the temple of John at that time, he said, if ye will receive it, this is Elijah, which was to come. Can you not see the mystery? So Elijah was to come. But Jesus made it plain that he came in John just before he, Jesus, personally came. See the mystery? So it's a privilege to observe the truth concerning all things and to be able to comprehend with all saints and to understand them differently and observe the truth wherein you stand. I said in that message as proofread, God came as a liberator through and by and within those who he desired to use to liberate the oppressed, the downtrodden, and underprivileged. But it was God who came in them as liberators and as emancipators. To verify this, what did you have to say about it, Judaism? Judaism said in the 10 Commandments, I am the Lord thy God, which has brought thee out of the land of Egypt and out of the house of bondage. The glory was not given wholly and solely to the personage of Moses. Though God did tell Moses to tell Pharaoh, I am that I am. Coming down to Jesus' time, Jesus came along and said, in my name you shall cast out. You know what? You need the name of God. Not only the name of God, but you need the Spirit of God. Not only the Spirit of God, but you need the mind of God. Not only the mind of God, but you need the presence of God. Not only the invisible and intangible presence of God, but you need the tangible presence of God. Not only the tangible presence of God in an illustration, but you also need the personification of God, the person of God. So all of these are facts and figures too stout to be denied. And in my name, name of God, all things are possible without a physical effort and without any material effort. Aren't you glad? I do not use material remedies. I need not use material methods. I do not need to make a physical effort. For it is written of me, it is not by power, nor by might, but by my Spirit. Aren't you great? My Spirit will do it. And I say, call on me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver you. I will deliver nations, languages. I'll even deliver languages and free them from the accents and dialects and from the stammering and uttering tongues. Access in this grace where you know then I say, call on me. God is a panacea for every evil. Whether it be political, physical, economically, intellectually, or physically. God is the panacea for every evil and the satisfier of every good desire. Aren't you here? God is just go. It's a privilege to live in such a conviction and such a recognition. For if you are conscious of God's presence, such a consciousness will solve your every problem. That's if you can trust it. It will adjust matters satisfactorily for you. And as I say, as it is right here, someday it shall be. All over this wide extended plain. Some may think within themselves, Father Divine speaks that way because he is here in America. In the land of the free and the home of the brave. In a great rich country. When you are conscious of God's actual presence, even though you may take the wings of the morning and fly to the uttermost parts of earth, thou art there, one declares. Spoke as if though you would not be comfortless. What did he say there? Thy Lord, my staff, they comfort me. So then it's a privilege. Live in such a recognition. You may be sitting where you may. You could be sitting right by my side. Unless you are conscious of God's presence and live thus accordingly, God's presence will not adjust all matters satisfactorily for you. But if you are conscious of God's presence and live thus accordingly, such a conviction of God's presence will adjust all matters satisfactorily for you and will solve your every problem. And I say, it's a privilege. One say, not in vain. Christ is rich and all you need. So glad. According to different views in the world of religion, some may not call Jesus Christ, even in that of our own religion. I mean that of our own religion in part. For Judaism is our religion. It's the foundation of it. And they do not commonly call Jesus Christ. I mean the person of Jesus. Those who are converted into this conviction and recognize Jesus as the Christ, to him and to them, Jesus is the Christ, and Christ is God. So then, it's a privilege to prove whether your convictions are right or wrong in that you believe in such things, is to prove me this day. Praise the Lord. Prove me this day, says the Lord. Try me and see if If I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out such a blessing, there will not be room to receive it. It looks something like it, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
It's not because I'm in some way different from what every one of you should be, but just to know me. And such a conviction as I am carrying and impregnating millions with it. It will free you from all encumbrances. It will give you your real emancipation from every angle expressible. By being conscious of God's presence and by living according to that. What a privilege. What a privilege. I need not say more at the instant, as the time seemed to be quite well expired, and I first ask our visiting friends as strangers and guests that are not members of our churches and as strangers to our religious affiliation. I first asked them to speak. I asked it in that way because we have those of my followers, in other words, our members from all parts of the world, coming daily, and from this center and these centers here in Philadelphia, they're going to many other parts of the world, carrying the message. Many of whom have never seen me personally, never spoken to me. But yet, if they are followers or believers and members of our churches in particular, I do not call them strangers. I mention that because my followers and members are customarily filled with so much enthusiasm. When they enter the assembly hall or dining rooms, they hardly give anyone a chance to speak, apparently. They forget about everything else but talking about what God has done for them. That's a true saying and a true system, too. Though I did hear some people say many years ago, which I've verified vividly, when people would get up and talk about what Peter, James, and John said so much, they would say, I'm talking about what God told you. If God did not tell you anything, you better go and let God tell you something. Then you can come and tell us. So it's a wonderful privilege. But I do enjoy people speaking for themselves. And I want to give every one of our visiting guests from time to time in all of our assemblies the chance to speak and to move volitionally even as we do. If they do not desire to move volitionally as we do, if they will give me or give us or someone their names and addresses and professions, we will introduce them according to custom. So this is the law of the Spirit in this audience. Take these thoughts into consideration. Let us continue to live in unison and eat in unison. And you will have a plenty now, henceforth, and forever. The mouth of God has declared it. To verify that thought, God spoke through the mouth of David as though concerning himself. But he spoke predictionally as well as a declaration concerning himself to you and those of us here now. It was a prediction, but to himself it was a declaration. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want.